All right, we are back. Oops, move the mic over here. You might be able to hear me a little better. Have on arms on the other side of the desk somewhere. All right, let's make sure everything is working. Yeah, it's weird. I had it working a minute ago, but as soon as I start going live, the music doesn't work. So now I gotta futz around with that. That makes no sense to me, but I don't know. I have other things that I have to mess with every single time. So yeah, it's like, all right, let me just make sure that that is actually working. Oh, there we go. My help if I had actually had the music player playing. That would be very helpful. Okay. So I think we're good. All right. We're good. We're good. We're good. Well, happy Sunday, everybody. Hope you had a good Sunday so far, and we'll have a continued to have a good one today. So, yeah. Oh, actually, I have this set up a little bit incorrectly because we have these are all the. I added this one in the M6 to the playlist, so that's what we'll be doing during the week and stuff. We might touch on that a little bit, but I believe that the idea is that we're going to concentrate on artillery. We're gonna see if we can't get through. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that because the Hummel here, this German, yeah, it takes 61,000. We've only got 17, so yeah, may not get there today, but we'll hopefully get a chunk of it. That's what we'll try to do. We don't waste the Grilly or the M17 because it goes into the free XP, which I used just recently. And so yeah, so we'll figure that all out. All right, so I think we'll probably just jump into it. Doggo doesn't have any kind of oops, oh, I hit the wrong button. Okay, bud. Yeah, I see. You guys first 10 battles we get 10% bonus, but yeah, that's about all we need to look at here. So we'll go back to the garage. I really didn't plan on doing that. It would just happen to be over there. Trying to move my tank around. Okay, so yeah, no particular order, I guess. We're just gonna go into battle. And one thing I don't see or don't hear my own. Gotta make sure the battle is got enough sound so I can actually hear it. I'm hearing a little bit of the music, but I'm just doing it through my monitor, so hopefully that will work. If it's too high, too low, you have to let me know. Oh, I do have one other thing I got to work. Oh man, I thought I had everything all organized. I got to work on one quick thing here that I did not see until just now. There's an extension that I use for tracking the chat, and it's not on for some reason. Okay, there we go. Should be on now. All right, so yeah, probably one of the worst maps for artillery, to be honest, because of this huge mountain in the middle of the map. Yeah, you can only choose. You can only hit certain things. No matter where you're at, you're going to be blocked by that mountain. So all they have to do is go around the corner and they see you. So it's like, why bother trying to hide, right? So if I go down here, yeah, see, I can reach with this tank all the way down here, but you can't do anything with this stupid big giant sized rock in the way. A little bit right here, but then as soon as you know, I guess you can do pretty well. And then you hit that slope, and you do a little bit, but not much. That guy, I don't know how in the world did every tank get there already? He's there in front of everybody else. Crazy, huh? See, I can do nothing. I can't help. I'm gonna go back over here. Surprise this guy with a early Christmas gift, a late Christmas gift. Ah, see, I can try, but the trajectory it has to take is just odd, and in order for it to even get over there, yeah, I can't help, and looks like we're already getting ourselves wiped over here. Yeah, I'm not sure they have enough tanks over here. Okay, a couple heavies, I guess. Tank destroyers. That turtle is a pretty solid tank. That's one that can take a beating, man. That thing, the way that the armor is on that thing, you can just keep pounding at it. And it just shrugs off the shells is what it does. Why in the world would you have a heavy over here? Yeah, that makes no sense to me at all. Well, this one does, because we're gonna have to, they try to get to this middle here and fight in this pass right here. Oh, let's get ready to move, but looks like nope. Continue to go. Come on. Takes a minute to reload. Come on, help him out. Right there. See? Right there. Help him. That's pretty fast. Gotta track him, dude. Man, if we didn't have such a long reload. Yep, now we got a heavy coming after me. Yep. Freaking stupid heavy. Are you kidding me? And our team just let it go through. Really? That's a stupid way of doing that. All right, let's head back. Alrighty. I'm sending a chat message just to make sure everything works. Okay, it's not working. Why? My plug-in. Get it. It's supposed to be working. Yeah. is it? Shows being active on one screen, but then it shows it's being inactive on the other. Doesn't make any sense. Try it again. All right, there we go. Now it's working. Got everything working on my end. Sorry about that. Not like you wanted to see hear any of that. All right, well, I tell you what, we didn't win, so I might as well just first we'll get these in play, and then we do this. All right, so we'll just do what everybody else does and go back right over there, right where that tree is, and set up. That's where artillery can set up and be out of the way. And you can, yeah, you can really be dug in. You can, you know, they have to come back and they have to really find you. If you get towards the end of the game and they're coming after you, you can go all the way to the end of that peninsula here. Quite large compared to what we have on the console. I know I say that a lot, but it is. It's a lot different. Be careful. I don't want to be profiling myself either for some stupid tank destroyer. Let's not get too crazy here. Let's see what happens. I'm trying to hide myself here too. You guys have to keep these things lit up, otherwise I can't shoot anything, can't see people. Really? I might be get confused. I can't, because I hear they've been spotted, and but it's the tanks that I'm tracking. Like, wait a minute. But I don't see any light bulb show up on my screen, so I think, okay, I must be good. But it makes me pause. Yeah, there's nobody there. What's going on, people? So once again, all these tanks back here, yeah. And they're all going away, just disappear. Well, it looks like we won that one right down there. Right down here, it looks like they only had one. Two, it looks like. So yeah, we got a straight run to the base and their artillery. So hey, nice. Nice. Yeah, they did the old bull rush thing. Yep, there it is. I didn't get a chance to get over there. Can't do anything right there because of the... Yeah, they're falling like flies. I probably won't even get another shot in because it's going to take me another 20 seconds to get reloaded. Oh, Gonzo Aloha. Yep. Gone before I could even take the shot. But I guess that's the way it is when you're a support tank like mine. Artillery just supports. Hey, Leo. And so far, not so bad. Weekends are not really complicated for me, but yeah, I have things I got to do on Sunday morning and stuff. So, yep. But no, it's so far so good. Alrighty. All right, this is the next one we have here. Yeah, this is the one that I have that I'm closest to. I'm not that close, but I've made the most progress towards my first mark of excellence. And I think for the U.S., it is a white star, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it's a star, but it's white compared to the red star they have for, say, a Soviet tank. So, okay. Let's move out. And some of the other, the European powers, they do like UK, France. I don't know about Italy. I never have marked in Italy, but I think they're also like just a, how do I say it? It's like a I'll say it. I forget how they, but it's like just a stripe, and you know, get like up to 3 stripes, and that's your, you know, when you put 3 marks of excellence. So you got 1 stripe, and then they put another one. But if you have a skin over your tank, it does change the look of it. It kind of matches up with the skin. I had somebody on the stream got their mark on it when they had one of those holiday skins on there, and it did not look like the normal mark for that tank. And I was like, wow, that's pretty. It was a stylized star because it was, I think it was a Russian tank. And it blended in really well with the skin, so that's what I noticed. It was Yulia Slays, and she did a really good job. They have she had called it Fiesta, and they were just putting all kinds of emotes, dancing emotes on their chat. It was just funny. He was playing EDM music. It was kind of hilarious, actually. All right, I've got a couple of folks down here, so let's see what we've got. A couple of likely candidates for a bombing run here. It never ever goes exactly where you want it to go. It's like, really? Come on, guys, we need this to stay. Spotted. Keep him going. Keep him up. Keep him right. There we go. That's good enough. I mean, it's not the best amount of. It's like somebody hitting them with a regular shell. And this artillery should be pounding people. Yesterday I played artillery a little bit. One of the battles, and it was like I one-shot a guy. Like, whoa, that was cool. If you hit these tanks, you hit them just right, like in the where the armor is weakest, and over there, what do they call that, the ammo rack? Oh yeah, it's spectacular when you hit them. Whole thing just go Kaboom! It's like fireworks going off. Excuse me. It's not been too cold here, too. It's gotten warm. It was like 8 degrees yesterday, and of course the wind. I live in Nebraska, so the wind is really bad, all every day, and the wind chill was, negative numbers, but the day it's it's like mid 40s, 45. It's supposed to be like 60 degrees tomorrow, I think. Yeah, just this is the time of year when something like this is going on that you can get sick too, because you don't know how to dress, right? You try to dress for warmer weather and it ends up being single digits, and you just end up getting cold or flu because of that. That's my mom talking. That's what she used to always tell us, right? And take your coat. You're gonna get a cold. Yeah, so my mom has been gone for 20 years, and I still hear her telling me things all the time. She, that she told me that I'm like, okay, I remember that. It's like she's right here. Pull the trigger, and then they stop moving. I didn't realize he had a green tank right there. That's why he stopped. Yep, I'll live with that. Take him the rest of the way out. It wasn't a one shot, but it's still satisfying to help a tank, one of your teammates, out. See if we can find. Oh, there's somebody right back here. A couple of somebodies. Overshot him. I think I'm going to be. Yeah, we need to bug out, don't we? I'm going to bug out over this one too. So I got some something to protect my side. Didn't kill me. What doesn't kill you just makes you better. Ah. Well, I got quite a ways away. It's about all you can do in artillery. You can just run. You don't have any armor at all, so you're kind of cooked. I was hoping to get to the building so I can at least turn around and shoot somebody. But it looks like we were getting manhandled here, so yep. 14, only got one tank left. That's our tier 9 Jag Tiger. Well, they're pretty hard to kill, but yeah, he's not going to last forever. Got a heavy tank after him. And 2 mediums now. Well, we got the one. See what he's doing. He's staying and keeping that other tanks in front of him, because the rear is where he has no armor. I see he's got to keep that guy in front of him because of the lack of armor. But there's 3 of them, so I don't know if he's going to be able to do that for long. Yep. Artillery get them too, so just too many tanks left on their side. That's what happens when you're 1 on 7. Unless maybe you have a fast tank or something like that, and then you can maybe... Yep, it's a defeated. Yeah, unless we can, you know, you get a fast tank, and then you can run away from them, and then, you know, kind of pick them off. But yeah, and if they're low health, but they're all like medium to high health, yeah, there's going to be you have to be like one of those experts, like a duck kill soar or Quickie Baby, in order to be able to survive, you know, 7 to 1. Okay, here we go. Cliff. So we're 1 tier down. We're in the northern part, so yeah, I think when I played this before, I went over there. There's a building over there that's right towards the edge. It gives me a little bit of cover. And we're far enough back from the pass there that people don't see you just as soon as they come around that corner. Right over here. That building is the edge, so I gotta... yeah, still. There we go. Now let's see what we can do. Side of that mound. Here's a likely candidate. Kaboom! And I miss him. Yeah, I can't, you know, I'm doing what I need to do, but I can't control how these missiles fly half the time. No shot. All right, all the way in. Stop. $219. I don't know who is buying this thing. Nope. That's about it, right there. Yeah, usually if I'm just putting my reticle on if somebody dies, especially if they're low health. Yeah, that, I don't understand that, you know. How can it be so far off when I'm right there and everything is all drawn in, and boom, I shoot, and it's 20 feet away. That's annoying, is what it is. You don't see that happening with a regular tank. But it's happened to artillery every time I ever drove it. Where did that even go? Did it hit something on the way? I don't know. I shot, and then he didn't even see the shell. Plane crash. This is the guy that's behind. I can't do anything because he's behind the rock. We're up a little bit. We're up by 2 tags, but that doesn't really help much, does it? Yep, I won. Sorry, I'm not trying to make anybody motion sick. Just do this because I can imagine there are people that are sensitive, like, oh, what's he doing? Yeah. You see, I can't hit them until they get over here. Where they're at right now, I don't have a shot. Trying to give him an idea that that's where the tank is. That heavy over there. Don't know what he's doing. Why would he go around? I know he's the 1 tier down, but my goodness. Why are you going around the entire map? Maybe some light tank or something? Not sure. Yeah, we're getting to the part of the game where it's like, okay, where is everybody? I don't have anything spotted. Can't hit anything anyways, even if I do have it spotted. Yeah, I can't hit anything until it's like way over here. Yeah, I just paid attention to the mini map. My apologies. There he is. But he's still back here. Oh no, I guess he got up here someplace where I can actually... Oh, there's 2 somethings. Alright, I'll live with that. And we'll take a bite out of this guy. He just took out my T29, didn't they? The heavy tank. Yep, somebody's got me in their sights. How much I can do here? I don't really have any place to go. Don't know. Yeah, I made a mistake of running that tree over. Otherwise I wouldn't have known where I was at. Yeah. So, that kind of bites. If I wouldn't have hit that tree, I might have been able to stay alive a little longer. People don't realize that when you are experienced with artillery, if somebody knocking down a tree or whatever can really tell you where you're at if you don't know what somebody's at. You knock down a tree or a bush or a small tree. Well, you don't really knock down a bush. I guess it has to be a tree of some type. So, let's see here. Just checking. Oh, there's a. All right, we got that one. Very good, very good, very good. I know we haven't done that many battles yet. So this is a little dinky guy. I'm debating whether to put any kind of a skin on this guy. I don't know if it'd be a good idea. But I might actually keep this, you know, and instead of turning it in like I do as I move up the tech tree, I might keep it. So that's why I'm debating whether I want to do like a skin or just put in camouflage on it. And I don't have to pay for it. I've got camouflage and I've got the skins, so this is not going to be pretty. Not pretty at all. Yeah, this is not a good map at all. Matter of fact, I forgot to change it. I'm going to change it after this battle. I'm going to change the maps out because there are other ones that are not good. Artillery. Wide Park's already one that I have excluded. I'm going to exclude this and probably Ruinberg because of all the buildings and stuff. But yeah, this is like one of the absolute worst maps for artillery just because of all the buildings. Just there's no way you can drop a bomb in anybody when the building's in the way. But I will say this one and the UK, the British Bishop tank. These are probably the two artillery you want to have if you're on this map because a little bit more of a chance of dropping a shell on somebody because of the arc. I think it's because it's such a small tank and it's got the small barrel and blah blah blah. So all the details kind of help. So yeah. Like if I go here, might be able to get something down here. See, this is green. So their artillery might be in somewhere. It might be down here even. So I'm just not far enough up because again, this little tank has a very short range compared to others. But yeah, you get here, that's in the way. Well, look at that. I can drop it right there. But yeah, right there, I can't do anything. Too close to the edge. That guy's blocked by the building. My apologies. I didn't know that was coming. I would have muted the mic. Apologies. Man, all that time. Nobody's chatting, so I can't tell that I'm on mute. Man. Oh well. Yep. Gone. More tank. My apologies. I hit the button on my Stream Deck, and I thought I saw that it was, colorful now, which means it's not muted. But obviously it wasn't. I apologize. I've been talking this whole time. You probably see the puppy's mouth moving around, but nobody wants to talk to me on chat, so I can never tell. And my mod's not telling me anything either. As a moderator. Okay, there we go. Everything is all doubled off. We still have 11 minutes left on our reserves. So that's what we'll have to give us a bonus. Looking at the wrong screen. Red Shire, yeah, okay. I thought it looked like Red Shire, but I wanted to make sure before I made any assumptions. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of where they spawn in, only because it's too close to the rock over there where the big battle is. So try to move it. I do the same thing when I'm on the northern part. I'll move it from the base over to the A1 area, something like that. So here I'll move it this way. I'm not going to go all the way to the K1 because I don't think there's a lot of cover here there. This right here will be perfect because you're behind something, not inside the dumb thing. There we go. And with this tank, I can still reach the entire map, so it doesn't matter where I put the tank, what location, still be able to support the team. And again, until people no longer are visible, that was a little harder because it's right in that saddle, right in between the two ridges. You, Des. Sneaky little buggers. They have a heavy trying to be a camper. Just needs to die. I mean, come on. But it drives a heavy that way doesn't know how to not own. I thought we were a lot farther ahead. We're only one tank up. Anybody, oh, 2 tanks. Anybody's game still. They're bugging out this way, so don't know where they're going, but they're going. Of course not. That was cool. Way to end the game. He wasn't even lit up. It is me knowing where artillery would be set up. Look at that. Number 1. Yes. Right there. Class 1, 95%. Awarded to the mastery and control of an armored vehicle. To qualify, a player must earn more experience in a battle than the average highest experience of 95% of the players who have played or fought this vehicle in the past 7 days. So not bad. 95 percentile. That's 7,690. Only one above that is the mastery, which is 99 percentile. Excuse me. Okay. When you look at the tanks that I have, so when we have, I gotta do this anyway. So I'm not sure if I can do it this way or not. Yeah, I got 2 minutes to know, so I'll reset those. Let me go ahead and change these out. Yeah, Himmelsdorf has got to go. Where's the band? Wide Park, Paris. Yeah, Nuremberg's not that bad. I don't like to play mines with the artillery. It's just too small. Okay. Yeah, we'll wait for those to go. I'm going to take a quick break. Be back in a few minutes, and then we'll get back at it, okay? And I will make sure to take my mic off of mute when I get back. All right, see you in a few minutes. Okay, this time I am back and my voice is back too. We're good. All right, let's take a look. So I'm going to take a look at something. Oh, I'm probably in the wrong spot here. How about here? I'm just curious if they have anything what they call yeah, I'm not gonna mess with that up. Just carny salesman here. I gotta go where tanks are. I don't think there are any tanks right now that are artillery. I'm just curious. That's for sale. Because there's a couple of, not too many. I've only ever seen a couple of artillery tanks that are premium tanks. So, yeah, these are all mediums and heavies. Different versions of them. There is a tier 8 artillery, and there is, I think there's a couple of them. One's from the US, one's from the UK, now I think about it. So they're all like tier 8s. And these go by tiers, so once we get through the tier 8s, you know, the Eagle 7. Actually, a lot of these I have owned at one time or another on the console, so it's familiar. This is a heavy tank, mediums. Yeah, these now we're starting to get into 7s. Yeah, no, yet there isn't any. Look at that guy. I don't have that guy. I think this one is a PC only, but with that blade in front, that's pretty funny. The CDA, yeah, that's a crab tank. Not at all liking that tank. Okay, I guess not. All right, I just thought I'd take a quick look. I haven't really looked at it from that perspective yet. All right. So let's go ahead and activate. Wonder Twins, activate. I'm showing my age when I talk about that one. All right. What is this? I do not want. Yeah, I'm trying to turn off all the auto supply because I don't have much in the way of bonds. These get paid with these guys here at the bonds. And I think, yeah, so that was the only one that I had. And that just helps you with the vision. And artillery, we don't need a huge amount of vision anyways. Actually, tell you the truth, I should focus on these two now, this one and this one, because these are the ones that are going to help me get on to the next tank in the tech tree. Now, granted, the next artillery in the U.S. is a 9, so it'll take me a while. I think that's, like I said, it's like was it 180,000? It'll be a while. The next one is a tier 7 on the German, so that shouldn't take nearly as long. I was just looking at the maps, and I just happened to glance at this one. This is the Angst region. Oh, wrong one. This one, yeah. So it's not quite as small as Angst itself, but yeah, still pretty narrow, pretty small map. Look right here, we're at the bottom. So definitely not going to go all the way over to the field, but at least there's a place to kind of hide out right here. The other end is difficult because there's not really a whole lot to hide or to give you any kind of cover. So you don't want to go too far in here because then they can see you, down the what's the word I want? Down the railroad tracks. Might not be the best place because of it not being a flat surface, but it is what it is. These little maps, you don't have a lot to choose from. You do what you got to do. But he's going to find out that he should not be setting right there. I didn't hit him, but I could have. Not a good place to be setting your tank, just in this dinky little map. No, not the best place at all. Now, this is not a bad place for them to be, in that it's right there, and I can't hit them. And that hit from over here. So 88. Yay! Out of like 1,600. Right. Now I'm watching the 9-0 line too, because if we lose that, I'm cooked. Might be better off if I just start moving now. Don't know if I have much of a place to move. It's all wide open. Like I said, that they're losing that line over there. I tried to go over here. When I first started playing the PC, and I got taken out like in a matter of seconds. And I'm wide open right here. But I can't really do much about it. I'm stuck. Come on, what am I doing? I'm trying to get this thing to turn so I can take it someplace. God, I'm dead. Yep, right there's my shot. Yep, there's a second shot. Like I say, very, very bad. I can't exclude all the bad maps for artillery, so I only got 3, and that's only because I have World of Tanks Plus. So otherwise, I'd only have two maps. I wish it would give you more, at least options to purchase more or something. Even I would probably do it. I play artillery enough. I'd get rid of this one, and I'd get rid of probably the other Angst region for sure, and one of the, like either Paris and Runeberg. I could see where I could have like 5 maps that would, if I was playing artillery all the time. But yeah. Oh well. Yeah, we're down by 4 tanks. Only 3 tanks on the board, so so sad, too bad. Not good at all. All right, pummel. And we'll go back here, and like I was talking about, so here it is, up the top. Yeah, well, that's pretty high. I think it is, compared to some of these others. Like, this is 41. This guy took, I don't even remember this show. That's 60, 53, so I guess it's in line, but yeah, these are only 40s, these two. This one is 61, that's probably one of the higher ones. It is what it is. So it'll be a while. Yep. Yeah, we got another 40,000 XP to go. Yeah, my avatar doesn't blink his eyes. I used to freak my kids out when they were younger because they could only blink one eye or whatever, and I can do both. We were always playing around with that, trying to get my daughter to wink with her left eye. I can't do that. You get mad when I would do it to her. It's like, Dad. Yeah, I don't really like this side for artillery. I like the other side, because the other side you have this spot, like right there. That's where artillery will go, if they know what they're doing. Hide behind that big hill, but then they can shoot right down here. Me, there's not too many places to go. So there's no divot or say it. It's like that part that I showed you right there on the other side of the map. That's a depression. What are you doing, doofus? Get up there and actually shoot at people. Trying to be ashamed of yourself. Oh, that's where he's at. Yep. Trying to hit me. Really? Tit for tat, I guess. Tit for tat. Ouch. You cheeky little bugger. Like I say, that side of the map on there is probably the worst for the two. Okay, let's see. All right, well, it's taking a little bit of time to get us into the battle. So, along that way, I'll just mention, or again, that I do have some things on my channel. The panels, they show things like the specifications. You can see my account, all of my specs, or I won't say specs, but all of my achievements and everything through tomato.gg. There's a link there for that. I do actually have a link that takes you to Dubby, which is an energy drink that I have a sponsorship through affiliate program. So if you use that link and purchase the drink, a powder form, you put it in water. Actually, there's one type you can put it in milk. But anyways, you add it to the liquid, and then it's an energy drink that it's not nearly as thick with sugar as some of the others, and you don't have a crash or anything like that. Yeah, this is one of those maps that is difficult. I don't know enough about this map. I mean, I played it enough now, but it's still, I haven't played it that often with artillery, so it becomes a little bit more difficult. And this is not the best place because all the action's going to happen over there. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's like just there's not really a good place to put this that I've found so far on this part of the map, because there's too many people that can actually just see me right here. It's too wide open. But as I say, the Dubby is there, and you get like a 10% discount if you purchase using that code, the FuzzyNation code. But yes, there's a lot of things on that home page. Actually, if you go on the page where you're looking right now on the stream, we push the About button, and that will show you all that stuff there, all those panels. I do have the sound effects there, the sound alerts. On the side of the screen, you'll see the viewer attack. That's another kind of a panel that you can use to throw rotten fruit at the screen. And other things too. So you can't do anything with these guys. And then there's also, you can click on, it's called a component. You can click on it and it will show the upcoming schedule. It's right on the screen too. Somebody got lit up. That happens to me. I'm usually dead. Takes all my health. I just most of it. I got him and I didn't cause any damage. I got nothing on, I got zeros, but it still says I got him. I don't understand that. How could I get him and not cause any damage? That's crazy. My only response, that was a close one. That was close. We're not playing horseshoes. We don't get points for being close. I'd rather get rid of that notification altogether. I don't care if I'm close. We're up by three tanks, so you see, I can't even get that far. So I just got this little tier 5 going. That might be the big reason not to save this tier 5. I like this guy. I like this, the way it can shoot kind of over obstacles, but it's got such a short range. I guess I'll find out. One tank left. And he's under there, so I can't do anything with him. Yep. I kill the tank, causing no damage and no stunning. I don't get it. Don't know how that works. Yeah. Oh, here it shows 25, but in the game it showed 0. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense. A little bit. Not a lot, but a little. Okay. So this guy here has got 4 or 87. That's not too bad. Yeah, most of these will be in the 80s then. Yep. Oh, doggy's got another treat bag. Who's a good doggy? Aw. Who's a good boy? Aw. Good boy. Alright. Oh, look at that. 99,000. Of course, like I said, we need quite a bit to get to where we gotta go. 200. So we're almost halfway there. Oi. Ookie ookie oi. That'll be another 2 or 3 months of Sunday only. That's why I kind of put them in the rotation for the grinding tanks during the week too, just a little bit here and there. All right, let's see what we got. 30 seconds. Wow. Yeah, they did it on the console too. They started. They'd be like, and it would show like a couple of minutes. Then it would go down, once everybody got logged in, it would go down to like 10 or 15 seconds. Because you could see on the top there, when they showed it, they'd be grayed out if they weren't logged in yet. They were all chosen already for the match, but yeah, it would be it'd be grayed out until they actually got into the match and logged in. Once everybody was logged in, then the timer started. And usually it'd be like 10, 15 seconds maybe. I don't know if this is going to be the right choice on this side over here, because this is where the mediums come up. We don't have a whole lot of tanks. Yeah, this might not be the... Well, we got a light tank, a couple of light tanks there, and a medium, maybe. Find out. We shall find out, right? Here a minute. Oh man, really? You were just sitting there? Why? Think you're not seen? Move back like a foot or two isn't going to help, do it. You're just sitting there waiting to be hit. Oh my gosh. That'd be where I was sitting, you know? Yeah. You don't profile yourself like that and expect to live, I guess. I mean, sometimes I feel like I'm a rookie at this game still after 10 years. And even I know better than that. As we look at my tomato page and stuff, you'll see I'm about 47th percentile. So I always think I'm really bad, but you know, about middle of the pack. Playing as much as I am now, I could probably get better. Yeah, I can just start to get better. But I do have well, that's all in the console, so I don't have that much time on the PC. I had some time I played it here and there, but not daily like I am now. So I'm thinking I'll probably get better, especially as I move upwards on most of these tank lines to get to through the tech tree. I mean, to get to the 9, 10s, and 11s. I think I'll be fine. I get frustrated sometimes though. Whoa, look at that. Right into it. I mean, it didn't go anywhere but right into the side of that tank. I would like to have caused more than 296 in damage, but hey, we are, 2 tiers down. Oh man, I already got one more shell. Regular shell. Oh, okay. Flipped off too. Looks like the 9-0 line, we won that out in the field. The woods. Won the woods. Somewhere along here. If I'd known that guy was coming up, I would have waited. Come on, come on. Load, load. 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 Ah. I knew that was going to happen. It happens every time. Oh, yeah. If I had known that artillery was going to be spotted right then, I wouldn't have pulled the trigger. But pull the trigger, then he gets spotted. There you go. Mastery Class 2. There we go. Plus the 9185. Hoorah, hoorah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. Yeah, my son came on the stream a few days ago. He says he doesn't know anything about Twitch. He did it at my request. I was trying to see if the alerts were working, and of course, I followed a few, a while back. I'm like, really, dude? You had one job, And that is to follow me during the stream so I can make sure that the stream alerts are working. So when he said, he's like, took me a few minutes to figure out that the avatar was talking, that your dog was talking. So yeah. All right. So we are. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think we did pretty good on that. We got 108. But like I said, we need quite a bit more than that. I always forget. I don't know why I keep forgetting this amount. 200,000. So yeah. We're only halfway there. And then our here's the M12. No, actually, you probably should just be playing this one and the Hummel. But that's boring, even worse than having just 4 tanks to play. This guy here, retire. 61,000. So that's why I say we'll continue as we're doing this. We're going to continue focusing on these guys. If they're both in battle, then of course we'll go to one of the other two. Like if you get knocked out early and they're both still, the one, you're out of the one and the other one is still in battle, then we'll have to just deal with it. This isn't too bad. It's a big map, so I may have trouble accessing or reaching all of the map, but it's still, not too bad. This tank's got a decent reach. Don't know exactly what the range is, but it's right up there with the rest of them. Yeah, I never know where to go on this one either, because there's a couple places you can go back here. It's open, but yeah, a little bit of pain. Because you kind of want the play, you want it to be, somewhat sheltered, or you don't want to be behind that big giant size hill and not be able to take any shots. I guess the advantage or the thing that will help is that you're back here where everybody has to travel the entire map to get here. Let's see if we can help anybody over here. Like this guy here. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he's got the boat.
That was close.
41. How could that thing not be spotted? That makes no sense. Slower than molasses in January. Don't care if it's closed. Get rid of that notification. Please. Come on, guys. Avenge him. Avenge him. Uh-oh. We've lost that area. do? Don't think I can. It's just all covered. Maybe. Yeah, that's the, what do we call that? The temple. Oh yeah, this sucks, man.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Oh, we're down by 3. We will catch up as we go through here.
We've lost the track.
Nah, we're dead.
Bail out. This vehicle has had it.
Yep, maybe not. Yeah, that looks like it's might be a loss. They cut back this way, but yeah. Too little, too late. We didn't send enough people up there to the area with the heavies, so we lost that whole area, and they just came down. Okay, I know we have the bonuses going on, but I gotta take a quick biological break. So give me a few minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Yeah, you can see on the screen here, behind my dog's head, behind the ears, that yep, we lost. So, yep, it was a defeat. Alrighty, let's see here. Ay. Alright, yeah, just go ahead and come right back to this one. Something else would build up the progress on the Mark of Excellence too, then. If nothing else. Oh, that was a quick queue. I thought it would take a little bit longer than that. That was fast. Alright. Now we're on the opposite end. Actually, to tell you the truth, I like this end better. I can, if I go in the right spot, you can actually support the K line there and also the 90 line. So, because of where we're at here, can't really do that with the on the other side because of the way that the mountain is shaped. Now, if counterparty was smart, they'd be trying to shoot me. Like I'm going to try them. Oh, can't shoot that. Can shoot this. And nope, pagoda's in the way. Got that one though. I stunned them, and I don't have any stunning points. I think there's something goofed up with my version of the game right at the moment. Because it says I stun them, and it don't show up on my battle report there, or whatever you want to call that thing. Ooh. Artillery is on the move. Too long to reload, as usual. It wasn't close. It got him 160. Man, these notifications are weird when it comes to artillery. Come on, load, load. Teach this guy a lesson. Nope. All right, time for me to bug out. There we go. I absolutely cannot do anything about multiple tanks coming at me. Yep, I didn't do a whole lot. I did take a chunk out of somebody, but that's about it. Really? Guess I didn't do what I thought they were going to do. Well, not good. It's just me. I hate it when this happens. These tanks are not very versatile. And they're slow. Slow. Looks like some of those even slower than some of those tier 10 heavies that are out there. The mouse, the E100, yeah, those are slow too, but not like this slow. I have no idea where they're going, but I'm hoping that they go around. They continue around and come back to their base, or our base, and then I'll miss them going this way. Plus, they're all faster than me, so. Yeah, see, they're already at the base, so I'm cooked. Yep. Like I said, if they come this way, I'm in trouble. I could do nothing. Our team just melted away. Yeah. It's kind of what happens with artillery. Either you get taken out early, or you're like the last one left because you're always hiding in the weeds in the back of the map, right? This may be a really poor choice of where to go, but I don't know if it is or not. If you have a fast moving medium or light tank, they could spot me before I get in my spot here. I'm not going to be on here because this is just... I could do this one time. I'm like I could do it, and here it goes. Yeah. Where you guys going? Look where the light tank's going. Light tank's going the wrong freaking way is what he's doing. The guy kept moving around, but he was like, by moving, he was getting himself spotted again. So that's probably not the best approach. There's somebody else over here? Oh, there was. Sorry, doing that thing again where I'm zoomed in and moving around. Yeah. There's another one. Of course, I still have almost 20 seconds to reload, so. Once you're spotted artillery here, you're pretty much a goner. Yeah. $15 to 1, man. It's like the total opposite of what it was the other game. Playing against a bunch of potatoes. They just melted away. Wow. Bruiser. Bruiser. Alright. 2 minutes, let's get into a battle then. Last one for that set of bonuses, yeah. Okay, just getting the last bit of my soft drinks. Swallowing it and stuff. Okay, so yeah, there. Again, this is one of those maps where I keep forgetting how much extra they have over here. They have a lot of extra space over here, a lot more than what we have on the Xbox. So yeah, you can really hide over here. Like, look at all those juicy bushes. Between the bushes and the trees and all that. Yeah, you can definitely. And there's room for both of us. So. Right in the bushes. Here we go. All right, now let's see what we can do to help. Oh, huh, not much. Huh. Okay. Come on, zoom in. Audio's going to continue backing up. Boy. Cheeky little heavy tank. Oh. Who is hitting me? Yeah, it's the artillery. Might still be spotted if I shoot from here, but such is life. I'm not going to not shoot or hold off because of, you know, thinking I might get spotted by the other team's artillery. Not going to worry about it. Ooh, 3. I took 3 off. Yes. 3 damage. Hallelujah. Best thing since sliced bread. Oh my goodness. You gotta be kidding me. Why did they even put that in there? You know, if it's 3, just leave it at 0. I don't even want to know. I don't care. Of course, we are, what, 2 tiers down again. That's a problem with these tier 8s. It's very easy to get into a tier 9, tier 10 game. So... about 40 minute. Yeah, 40-minute reload. This is the worst one to be trying to hit because of the hill. The hill has that angle. As you're lobbing your thing over it, it's hard to get it in the right spot because of that. So. Same thing over here. See if I can get more than just 3 though. Ooh. See, goes right past it. Look how far. It's like 20 feet. Screw that. Not going to do that anymore. Something a little easier to hit. Just a waste of shells. Of course, everything I have that's lit up is all going to be tier 10. Freaking tier 10 tanks. See, I hit it real fast 3 times. Tier 10 tanks. Okay, I guess I didn't have to worry about that one. Nope, still missed them. Yeah, these guys on that hill or that angle are not even worth wasting artillery on. Or just sit here until something gets lit up. Come on, Mr. Tier 10 tanks. Tier 10. Excuse me? Do we have... What do we have here? Not what I wanted to do. What in the world is that? A Tier 10 tank sitting back here. Again, you would think that somebody has a Tier 10 tank. They would know by the time they get to Tier 10 how to actually drive and fight these things. Ouch. Oh my gosh. That's just annoying. Talk about being timid. All right, still down by 4. That guy's still alive. Thought they killed him. Oh, there. That was a different tank. Really? Man. That is annoying. The guys that got a AMX heavy tier 10 tank sitting at the back line as a heavy, and he can't even shoot at the light tank that's going to take me out. He couldn't even take a shot. Oh, man, that is just... It burns my bacon is what it does. That's much more than a pet peeve. Oh, that RoboCop, whatever that is, mission, or I don't know if they call them. But the thing with the RoboCop, they have if you're familiar with the film, they have that sergeant, the black sergeant that overworked, etc., and he's actually a commander, and he's got like 3 slots for skills that are 100%, and then you're working on your 4th. So I put him in the M6, the Soviet, I think it's M6. So it'll help me progress quicker. always look at these Supreme Commanders. I thought you had to have 500. It's got 458. I thought you had to have 500 to be a Supreme Commander. Anyways, I always look to see how many tanks they have because it pops up. It comes up on their dog tag. Like I say, we talked about it before, but my next dog tag thingy will be Chief of the Armor, like that. Yeah, I forget how they actually call it, but that's something along that line. Chief of the Armor. That's when you have 200, or I can't remember 200 or 250. I think it's 200 tanks. Either you have purchased them or researched, or researched 250 tanks. They don't have to be in your garage. Like, imagine having a garage that has 500 tanks. Wow. But you had to at least own them and researched. So, let's see, I'm working on it. I got, I think right now I've got about 80 something to go to get to the next level. Down here, right over here somewhere. This is where their Artie will be. Looking for some flattened out trees, maybe. Tell me where they've gone. Oh well. Okay. So we've got a situation over here. Come on. Right over here, because there's nobody there to fight those tanks. So, great job, people. And that means they're just going to do nothing more than just push. And I have no faith in campers at all. If you're going to camp, that means you don't know what you're doing. I'll take that back a little bit for the tank destroyer, but not much. Not much. Nope. Nope, nope. Oh yeah. We're up by 6. We have a bunch of potatoes on this particular team. Not good. Not good, Mav. Not good. Oh, yes, I have one person that can actually shoot the tank and knows how to fight his tank. So how do all those guys get beyond the tank destroyers? This was not good. They don't even go one of the major areas of the that map is up there on the A1 line. Don't put any tanks there at all. Sure. $112. Wow. We are making some gains. Might as well keep using the reserves as long as we have them. Terrible. Ooh, wrong place, huh? Buxton. Those are satisfying when you think that they're behind cover and you can still get them. Nanaboo, nanaboo. That's it. Get him. Put him out of my misery. We're down a lot, though. Oh, we had victory at the last one. Yeah, we're cooked. Yep, last one gone again. Soul Survivor, Soul Dyer, whatever you want, however you want to say that last one. Okay, Mannerheim, we won that one. Okie doke. 113 thou. Tell you what, since this is the one I really want to get upgraded, I think the tier 9 American artillery is probably one of the better artillery in the game, including maybe even this par with the tier 10, the T92. Yeah, Paris. Blah. 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 Very bad. Bad, bad, bad. Don't ask me where to go, because I have no idea. Because I have hardly ever played this artillery. It blocks on my shots, but if you go high enough, it won't. Nope. My report thing must be broken. Oh, there it is now. It wasn't there a second ago. It said 0. Now it says 405. Stunning. I'm not sure exactly what that does to my overall like rank or anything like that. I don't know. Good job. Take him out. That's what he gets for bum rushing you, not knowing what he's doing or who he's rushing. All right. Seven to 1. We're up by 6 tanks. Good job. GG. $720. Stunning. Wow. That's stunning. Pun intended. Ooh, somebody knocked the stuffing out of that guy. Team composition, standard battle. Okay. So did we win? We won. Yay. Yay. Okay. We're at the bottom of the barrel, but we're all tier 8. Bottom of the barrel only because that's where Artie always ends up. Because they have no armor or whatever, so that's where they always list them at the end. I don't know if you've noticed that yet, but that's whenever the listing, look at the end of each of the far left, far right, it's always the artillery. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this particular map for Artie, but it's it is what it is. So you can't exclude all the maps. You only play on one map. I play in steps, that's all I play on. Prokhorova or something like that. That's all I ever play on. Nice that he drove right into it. Yay! Otherwise, I would have missed him. There he is right there, you can tell. Be able to hit this guy. Come on. Very slow tank. Got him for a little bit. That guy will move because he doesn't have much health. So when I shot him right there, he'd got to be long gone. Or lobbed him. Shell there, he'd be gone. He'd be gone. Then again, maybe not. He's gone now. I don't know why he stayed there. Not with that little bit of help. Only had 54 HP left. I don't know. Must have been a reason. Thought he was invincible. Can't do any of that because these guys are all around. The building's getting away. None of that though. Go ahead. Stop right there. Stop right there. Don't go anywhere. Don't. Maybe I was going to be able to get a shot on hidden. Let's see what happened. Something break? There's Gonzo. Gonzo. Not good, Meth. Not good. We're only down by one tank, but still. Not good. See if I can help you out here. Didn't need help. Either one of you. Oh. Yep. Whatever. Surprised I lived that long. Oh, okay. Talk about a really, really quiet chat. Big time. All right. I don't know why that's not working. Supposed to be a command there. Whoops, I guess not. Don't know why. Yeah, okay. Thought we did pretty well as an individual tank. We lost. Yep. So I'll go back here a minute. 116 out of the 200,000 that we need. So we're making a dent in it. All right, I'll take a couple minutes and go get something to drink, and I'll be back. Okay, so hang tight. Be back in just a minute or two. Won't be real long. So as I said, only a couple minutes. My wife She did corral me for some dinner. She gave me some finger foods to chew on, so I'll try to keep that down to a minimum. All right. So, like I said, we're making a dent here, so let's see if we can continue to make a dent. Still have the reserves going. The reserves help because this one's at a 300% for XP. I know eventually I'm not going to have those anymore, and that'll be kind of a pain. To have reserves for the clan, but I'm not sure if that goes for everybody or how that works, what the clan one works on. Not really sure. That. Get up here and help everybody here. Some of these I won't be able to do much because they're on that hill. You can see the hill. I can help on over here. That Jag Tiger 88. Pretty slow tank, so. How in the world did that shell land 20 feet away from that thing? Stupid. I see it. So it's not just stunning; it's the damage after the stun. I was reading as the whatever that was, the notification came to be. Bottom of the screen, it said damage after stunning, so it's not just stunning. Let's see here. It says damage counted caused by allies to the enemy vehicle stunned by you. Man, only 2 stuns and I got 1517. And 26, almost 27 seconds of stun, so not so bad. Yep, both of those are tier 9. So, Jag Panzer. Excuse me. E90 and a Jag, and then the E50. Huh, nice. Alright, let's continue on. After this one, whether it win, lose, or draw, we'll check and see where we're at with the XP. I may not live to regret this, but I'm going to go to the right here. I would say I might live to regret it, might not live to regret it. This version of Pilsen, I've never really been able to figure out exactly where to put artillery at. So, you know, if I put it on the other side, then you get all those tanks that are going down where the all the bushes are to the left. Yeah, on my side, left side, looking that way, over there on the 9-0 line. Or do I come over here and just take out the bushes? It is such a much bigger map than. We shall see. These nice, pristine lakes. Definitely Soviet Union. Wasn't even close to being drawn in, and it's a better shot than when I do let the reticle come down. I can't figure this out sometimes. I'm playing these games for a long time and I still can't figure out why it works the way it does at times. Sorry about that. I swallowed something wrong. Yuck. Oh man, scintillating audio today. I just say wouldn't. I just say win, lose, or draw, right? So let's go back and see where we're at. Not much that time. 118. Uh-oh. Chihuahua. Doggy treats. Wow, great. Another tier 10 game. Yahoo Mountain Dew. Too far. Oh, come on, really? You all set up here and then it just goes away. Oh yeah, nice. Not a lick of actual fighting over there.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Good, because I hate those squalls. Pew pew, pew pew. Finally get it. Imagine that. Another tier 10 game and I'm at the bottom of the barrel. Might be time to switch to a different tank. How you doing, dude? Moron. Nobody here. Nobody in the valley. Nice. Actually have a tier 8 game now. Yay. First time in a while. We played a tier 8 tank and got a tier 8 game. Warriors going to help. Down there's fast moving tanks like they have coming this way. I'd be surprised if I make it over here. Maybe. Yep, like I said, surprise. Oh, well, why am I not surprised? That was a worthless game. One last one for that particular set of boosts or bonuses or whatever they're called. All right, let's see if this thing is be able to be hidden enough to last a while. Maybe not. But only time will tell. Okay, guess I'm doing about that one. Wow, that was even worse than the other time when I did that. Like two health by the time I hit him. Jeez, blow on that guy, he'd die. Guy blew his nose and then he died because he only had 2 health left. That's just sad. Alright, now we're tied up 7-all. Yay. Alrighty. Come on, need a target. Let's go. Give me a target. And their artillery still is alive, so he must not have much in the way of targets either. It's not there. Over here, so it's got to be over here. Well, we tried. Again, can run, but just die tired. Oh, well, I thought we had a chance there. We were doing well. All right. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. All right, one last battle, I think, before we're done for tonight. or the day this afternoon. I guess it depends on where you're at, right? For this stream. I guess a better way of saying it. The stream will be over, and after this battle is complete. Alright, Serene Coast, not too bad. Sometimes with this map you last a long time, others not so much. Depends on where the other tanks go, where you go. So this is a tier 6 match, which is good. Good. We have a couple of light tanks. I do a little bit of spotting, a little bit of scouting. Come on, really? Screw you. You stop! Oh, stupid. Yeah, bite me. That sucks. Couldn't find a spot to sit. Oy vey. Alright, that's it for tonight. We'll come back tomorrow. Tomorrow's at 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Be on for 3 hours. Okay, everybody. Have a good night. We'll talk to you later. Bye now.